Every year, thousands of yo-yos are abandoned or destroyed by people who know no better. We here at the Bandalore Foundation believe that every yo, whether badly made and a hindrance to learning or a top-of-the-range one with gold bits, deserves at the very least a space on a shelf. This year, give a yo a home.
We interrupt this broadcast to bring you an important message.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and thank you for coming here today. I think we are now ready to answer any questions that you may have.
Sir.
Yes.
Could you please give us a rundown of the current situation?
Well, I think the most complicated way for me to answer that question is to say there are no knots. That is to say, there are knots that we know. There are known not knots. That is to say that there are knots that we know are not knots. There are unknown not knots. That is to say, there are knots that we know absolutely nothing about that are not knots. And there are unknown knots. That is to say, that there are knots that we know absolutely nothing about until we find them. And they tend to be the most problematical. Now I think that about clears it up. I have another meeting to get to, so thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen, for your time, and I will see you later. Oh, just one thing. I must remember to take this with me. I need it for my next interview. Thank you, bye.
I miss doing circle shows. That's why I've come here, to be in a circle. When I started to juggle, I was the only juggler I knew. I grew up in a lovely but isolated place. There'd been no circus in my life, other than the Paul Daniels Magic Show and the Royal Variety that had the clown vaulting horse routine. I used to love that. I didn't know what I was doing was or could be art. Personally, I'm still unsure. I was unaware there was an arts council that might be able to help me financially for schooling, and there was no one to ask, where do I go from here? But I made friends with some people who played music on the street, and I went and joined in. I liked it on the street. There was a connection with the audience and direct feedback. I've worked in theatre productions, cabarets and circuses, and stood on stages and been blinded by the light. I couldn't see the audience and felt little connection with them. But on the street, you can see the faces. You can see the smiles and the frowns. You can see them stop and stare, and you can see them shrug and leave. Nothing keeping them there. There's no feeling of a wasted £20 ticket, of it's rude to walk out of a theatre. It's not rude to walk out from a street show. People have stuff to do. You often have direct contact with your audience after the show. There's no backstage. They like to give you feedback, and that's all fine and lovely. The bad stuff is fine. No art, show or food is to everyone's taste. And the good stuff is lovely. You've been a little inspirational to someone. How great is that to hear? But you also get stories. And when you hear that someone has been having a really hard time with it, and it's the first time they've properly laughed in a week or two, because they just happened to bump into a show, and now they're somewhere feeling part of something that's not demanding anything of them. Hoping for, maybe, but not demanding. I like it on the street. The street offers everyone a place to do the thing they love. I like it on the street because you have direct contact and see direct change. Street arts make a difference to the quality of life without having to go to an establishment of art, without having to make an effort, which can be really hard if you're not feeling great, or you don't feel you belong there, or you don't have the money. Without being demanded upon physically, emotionally, or financially, street arts are just there. I'm looking forward to being back out there on the street, surrounded by people. But until then, you take care. You know, do some practice. It's good for you.